So we all know that this tag has been going around the booktubes lately, and I wasn't actually planning on doing it, but this wonderful human being called Josh Book Lover tagged me in this tag, so I have to do it because I got tagged, and I love being tagged in tags because that's the whole point of the tag, is to get tagged in it. So thank you so much, Josh, for tagging me. You are so cool. I love you. Damn phone! No more distractions. Josh, you're so cool. Thank you so much for tagging me, and I haven't said what it is yet because you probably already know what the tag is because of the title down below. So we're doing the Jennifer Lawrence book tag. So the first question is swearing off social media. Jennifer Lawrence has no Twitter, has no Instagram, has no Facebook, has no nothing. She practically doesn't exist. So I have to pick a book that I refuse to read. The only one that I can think of is 50 Shades of Grey. Is there another one that I hear about on the booktubes and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna read that. Never Fade, maybe, by Alexandra Bracken. I wasn't a fan of The Darkest Minds, so I'm like kind of refusing to read the next one, but maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know. But for sure, 50 Shades of Grey, I refuse to read that. I don't like what it's about. So yeah, that one. Next is Jennifer Lawrence's famous trip at the Oscars. Not like her trip vroom vroom, her trip like she fell down trip. I have to pick a book or a series that I was reading and then I stopped reading it because it just blech, blech, blech. God damn it. Okay. For this one I'm gonna have to pick the Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and in her defense, it wasn't her fault. It's my own fault. I think that it hit a snag because I was reading this series, I was marathoning it, and I was so enjoying the first 2 books, and then I hit a freaking book slump right in the middle of this series, and it just completely ruined it. I didn't enjoy the last 2 books as much as I would have hoped to, but I still like it. I love the first book. The first book is amazing. I love it, but the last 2 books just didn't cut it for me. So, Jennifer L. Armentrout, I'm sorry. Next is the viral Taylor Swift photobomb.
Oh, excuse me.
I have to pick a book or series that I had no idea would become so popular. I'm late to the game. I read all the books after they were popular. But if I had to pick one, I think I'm gonna pick Rebel Belle. Rebel Belle. I read this for the Booksplosion Book of the Month. I think it was the book of April, something like that. So it's been almost a year now. And at first it wasn't getting that much hype, but then I saw a lot of people putting it on their favorite books of 2014, and I didn't put it on because I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like my favorite book. But I wasn't expecting so many people to have it on their list. Yeah, so the next one's coming out in May. Miss Mayhem coming out in May. So I think this is getting a lot of hype and it's going places, I think. The next question is her work with David O. Russell. I have no idea who that is, first of all, so meh. I have to pick a dysfunctional character that I can't help but love. I can actually put a picture of Draco Malfoy in this. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Draco Malfoy. Is he dysfunctional? He's like, his parents pushed him in the wrong direction and he doesn't want to go in that direction. Is that considered dysfunctional? I'm gonna count it as dysfunctional. Draco Malfoy. Dysfunctional character. Next is Mystique. I have to pick a villain that thinks they're doing good, but they're actually not, so misguided. Poor misguided fool. I'm gonna have to copy Josh's answer for this, and I'm going with Janine Matthews from the Divergent series, because you know, she thinks that she's protecting everybody, and she's killing off everybody that pose a threat to her in her little society of erudite. It's all for a good cause! No, it's not, Janine. It's not. You're doing it wrong. The next question is based from Bradley Cooper. I have to pick an author that I always seem to go back to every single time. Book fart. hearts. I will have to pick Veronica Roth for this. I know she like scarred every single person who's read this book, but I don't care. I loved it. I loved Divergent. Every single book. I
Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it.
She just announced like a few weeks ago that she has a new series. Is it a duology? Or just a series? I can't remember. Anywho, she has a new series coming out in like 2016 or 2017. So there's no doubt I'll be picking it up. I can't refuse it. She is my queen. She is my new queen. Next is when Jennifer Lawrence got spoiled for Homeland on national television. Shush. We have to pick a book that I got spoiled for the plot. The Fault in Our Stars. I was unfortunately spoiled for kind of the ending. It's not really the ending, but it's kind of the ending. You know what I mean though, right? If you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. And I don't really remember how I got spoiled for it. I just know that I knew what was gonna happen before it happened. But I was still sad. But I don't think I was as upset as I would have been if I hadn't been spoiled. Next is the world-renowned Hunger Games movie, books, everything Hunger Games. I have to pick my favorite high-profile series. I don't know exactly what that means. I think it's just like the most famous series, maybe. Now I would pick Divergent again, but I've already chosen it twice in one video, so I don't think that's fair to pick it a third time, but I would. But I have another one, a backup series, you know, that's another tippity top favorite of mine. We all know how much I love this trilogy. I love Gem. Gem is my love. The Infernal Devices has been a tippity top favorite of mine ever since I read it back in June. It'll stick with me forever and I have to read it so hard because I want more of it. So a reread is a must. Next is everybody's obsession to be her best friend. Personally, I don't know if I would want to be her best friend. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'd have to meet her to see. She is quite funny though. I would get a kick out of that. I have to pick a character that would make the ultimate best friend. I think I'll have to go with the obvious one for this. Although this character is not in my most favorite series of all time, I do enjoy his quirkiness, his sassiness, his funniness, his awesomeness. I will have to go with Percy Jackson with this one because, you know, I think he would make the ultimate best friend because he's just awesome. Like Percy Jackson, how can you not pick Percy Jackson? Like I said, this was not my favorite series. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like,
oh my god, Percy Jackson!
Like everybody else seems to be. But I did really enjoy him. He's quite funny. I do enjoy his character very, very much. And the last question is everything Jennifer Lawrence has ever said. Jennifer Lawrence isn't afraid to say what's on her mind, and I love her for that. I have to pick my favorite snarky character. I think I have to go with Celaena Sardothien. She is freaking awesome. Everything about her is so cool. She has the best comebacks ever. Anytime that she has a conversation with somebody, I would love to have a conversation with her and just have her like throw things at me, not like actual things, like words, throw words at me so that I couldn't say anything back because she would just own me. She would own me in a conversation. Okay. So that was the Jennifer Lawrence book tag. Thank you again so much, Josh, for tagging me. This was so much fun to do. I'm happy I did it in the end. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna plug some things in here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads. Everything's down below in the doobly-doo. Go click it. Go check out my social media stuff. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe. Click that button down there in the little corner that says subscribe in red if you haven't already. If you have, thank you. You are so freaking awesome. I love you. That was it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time with a brand new video. I have lots of hand motions. Goodbye.